everybody to a new video, and in today's video I'll be showing you the while loop and how to use it. Okay, for my example I will be showing you a program where you add up to 10 numbers, and then it will, like, you put in 10 numbers and then it adds it all up together, and then it will print the outcome of what the sum of it is. Okay, all using a while loop. Okay, so let's get into it. Before I show the example, I want to show you how the while loop starts and where the proper syntax and all that should be. Okay, so the while is just written like this, and it's also precisely like the if statement. It's what it says. So while you do this, do that, and while that is that, then do that. So something like that. So to get an infinite loop, you just say while true. Now, I don't know why true it is. It's probably because it just keeps on with something. Not sure. Then, well, it's while true, and precisely like the if, you put a colon, press enter, and it will indent itself by its own. And then we can just say print hello. Okay, now guess what this would do. Anyway, I probably already said it, but if you didn't hear this will give us an infinite loop, so it will print the whole time hello. So as you can see, it gets smaller, and to stop it you just press Ctrl C or something. It will just have a keyboard interrupt. Okay, so now to the example. Okay, so here's the example, and it is made to ask for 5 numbers, and then at the end it prints everything added up, prints the sum of the 5 numbers. Okay, so let's quickly start. Counter, that is our first variable, is 0, and then total is also 0. Now the reason for this counter will be used in our while loop, and our total is going to be the total of the 5 numbers added together. Okay, so while counter, which is 0, is smaller than 5, then it must do a is an integer, which is also an input, and the input question is number. So here you type in the number that you want. Okay, and then total is equals to total plus a. Okay, so let's say total is now 0, and say now our first input will be 5, so then it is 0 plus a, which is 5, and then total is equal to 5. Okay, so this is just like, it asks for input and then it takes the variable and adds the input with a variable. Okay, and counter is our parameter. Well, I think it's a parameter for what it should do until then. So counter at the end gets counter plus 1. Okay, so if counter, which is now 0, is bigger than 5, then it should stop. And the reason why I say it should stop, because it says here while counter is dead, so that means only if counter is smaller than 5 do this. Okay, and then also to not be in the loop again, you just get a backspace, and then as you can see, this one is not an indented one, so it's just gonna be a normal thing. Okay, so let's quickly run this, and the number, let's just add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, and then that should be 5. Okay, so you can do this in for how long you want to do it. You can, if you want an infinite loop to ask the whole time, then you can say while true, and then this is going to keep on forever. Now you can spam these keys and everything until you get like let me quickly show you. The error is if you press enter, it's going to say that it can't take an input with no value, because an enter does not have a value, and then it can't add it with something with a base 10. So that's basically just that. And then also, if you put in a string like hello, like a word, then it's also going to be wrong. Okay, so the while loop is my favorite loop. Then you also get a for loop, but that one I still need to know. But further, that is most of it. And then I'll also show one more example of where a while loop can be used. Okay, for our second example, I have created this piece of code here. And what this does is it basically just it repeats 10 times, and then it prints each time. This is count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so let's quickly let's quickly go run. Count is 0, number is 0. While count, which is 0, is smaller than 10, it must say number equals number plus 1. So number will be then 1. Print, this is count, and then number. So it's going to print the number, and then count will be count plus 1. Okay, so if count is greater than 10, it will print by. Okay, so let's run this. It's going to be quite fast, and it just prints that. So it says this is count 1, this is count 2, 3, 4 until 10, and then it says by. Okay, so guys, that is the while loop. And then I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure what the next video will be about, but you guys will see it when it comes up. So yeah, thanks for watching, and then I will see you guys there.